Hi everyone, welcome back to Roses in Houston. Let's go on a road trip together. We are on the way to the Antique Rose Emporium, which is about 2 hours away from where we live. So depending on how far, where you are located in Houston, Texas, if you are around the downtown area, that would be maybe an hour and a half or almost close to 2 hours. For me, I live in the southeast side of Houston, so it takes about 2 hours to get there. So this place, Antique Rose Emporium, as you may be able to tell by the name, they specialize in selling antique or old garden roses. And those roses, they're pretty antique. We're talking about roses that were discovered back in 1920, 1809, somewhere along those lines. So I am fairly new to the world of the antique roses, and I'm still learning about them. My first trip there was back in, I believe, 2021, but back then I was not really interested in old roses. But since then, I became more interested, and of course, the very first rose that was like a gateway to antique rose was Sombre Climbing Rose that I post a lot about recently. And here we are at the Antique Rose Emporium. This place is absolutely beautiful. This is more like a yearly tradition now that we come here together as a family in the either springtime or in the fall, but more like in the springtime. And this time around, this weekend that we stopped by, they have the sale, buy one get the second one 30% off. I initially didn't really quite know if I would come this year, but I found a few roses at the nursery in my local area that carry some of their roses. And then my husband suggested, why not just take a road trip and come here? So that's how we decided to come here. And just to give you a heads up, in this video, I would love to go slower and spend more time to show you the roses, the names and everything. But we came kind of late in the afternoon, and we came with our teenage daughter, and we had to go somewhere after. So this trip was a fairly quick trip. I was supposed to come pick up the roses and leave, but I just could not do that since I have to drive for 2 hours just to get here and then 2 hours on the way back. So we really had to spend at least some time walking through, and especially seeing so many roses in blooms. I just cannot leave without looking at all of them. So I initially had 2 roses in mind on my mental wish list, right, that I plan on coming here because I saw them at the other nursery. So I thought, okay, I would only get 2, but you know how that goes. It just doesn't go as planned. After seeing so many of them, and the great thing, also a bad thing, is when you see roses in bloom, you are able to tell how they look in real life, because the photos online don't do the justice for these antique roses at all. And I believe that's the reason why for so many years into growing roses, I mainly focus on the modern roses, because the photos of them represent their beauty much better versus the old roses. Although in real life they're absolutely gorgeous and they have unique fragrance. However, the photos online, I would say for the most part, don't really reflect their beauty, but you really have to see them in real life. And so I'm going to include at the end of this video to show you what roses I end up getting. But this place is huge, so it is more like garden rather than regular nursery. So it is really scenic, really pretty. They have a really pretty landscape and all these roses for display that you can look at and then shop. They look really healthy. I think this must be maybe the 4th year that I came here, and if I have more time next time, I would definitely want to walk slower and then show you more of the roses, like as far as the varieties that they have as well, so you can see the blooms in real life. But I just admire how green and how healthy their roses look. The size is really good as well. It's like in the 2-gallon and it's really big, like really big size roses. And when you buy online, at least from my experience, you get like 1 gallon and they're not very big, but over here it's like really big. And if you are located in the US, you can order online as well. You can just go to their website, and the price for these roses is about $30 each, which is really a great price. And like I said, I'm still fairly new to the Antique Roses, but so far I have bought to date, I think 6 roses from here. Most of them are antique, and then some, I think Quicksilver, that one is not considered antique rose, as well as Perryville Prince is not antique either, but maybe the parents of the roses might be a combination. I need to go and look. But the 3 that I bought today, they're definitely antique from the year 18 something, and the other one 19 something. And the fragrance, the form, everything look fantastic. So as you can see, everything looks so nice and green and healthy. And these old garden roses, since they sell these here in Texas, they are supposed to and meant to suit hot and humid climate, which for most people I have been told that they are more suitable to grow in this climate rather than because some of the modern roses may do better in different growing zones, which I agree, because in my almost 5 years of growing, experimenting growing the roses, some of the varieties not really suitable for the tough climate that we have here, including clay soil as well. And as you can see, they have other native plants, companion plants that you can grow, and that is the checkout area. When you buy your roses, then you go pay over there. So they have different sections throughout the garden that you can, it is really pretty here if you want to just stroll through the garden or come and then take photos. So it's really pretty when I used to come here one year when during the summertime in June as well. It's open all year round, but of course it's kind of getting hot then. The spring I feel like it's the best time to come here. And this rose right here, my goodness, Vic's Caprice, as you can guess already that this is one of the 3 roses that jump in my cart. I fell in love at the other nursery. I thought, oh my goodness, the plant is so small but it's full of blooms. And this one, the previous one, this one I don't remember the name, but it has like huge bloom. Really pretty. This one is pretty as well, but not the one that I got. And this one, oh my goodness, it definitely came home with me. So these are the three that I end up getting. This one is Felicia. This one, the fragrance is absolutely amazing. The blooms is on the smaller size. Usually I like big fluffy blooms, but this one is kind of dainty, cute. And that one, Big Caprice, this one is full of buds and blooms. That rose is gorgeous. And this one, I cannot pronounce it. It's called Grust in Ocean. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And that's Felicia. And the third one, Big Caprice. So initially I wanted Big Caprice and Felicia, but of course when I saw the other one, the third one, Grust in Ocean, I cannot pronounce it. When I saw that one in person, it's just so gorgeous. So the companion flowers here, I didn't buy from there. I just got 2 companion flowers at the nursery by the house. So these will go into 3 spots in my garden. These are the photos after I finished planting them in the ground, and now just waiting for them to bloom more. I think they will look fantastic. I just can't wait, and I'll update how they do in my no spray garden. This is the picture of one rose that bloomed the day after, and that gorgeous. If you are looking for unique and lovely rose products, be sure to check out rosesinhouston.com. I designed these mugs, and also there's a calendar. It's the year 2025 to the year 2026 if you would like to check out some unique rosy items to add to your collection. Check out rosesinhouston.com. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.